Hey, what's going on, guys? So right now we're gonna go feed some strawberries, old strawberries, to the chickens up here, and I want to go over chicken netting and things I do to protect my chickens up there. Because if anybody's lost a lot of chickens, I've lost a lot of chickens, and I've kind of figured out a So one thing I like to do, guys, is I like to bury about a foot of fence underground here, and it keeps you predators from getting underneath your fence and working underneath of it. I mean, there's no predator that's going to get underneath this. They'll hit this with their paws and they'll give up right away. And I have my whole coop surrounded that way, and it's been like 100% effective. Now down on my meat bird coop down there, I bought a bunch of like 8-inch big old drive-in nails, and I just staked those all the way around the coop. Then nothing can get underneath the dirt that way too, because they really do give up pretty easily if they hit something when they're digging. So guys, basically what I do is I ran a hot wire all the way around my my chicken coop, my run, and using, you know, just regular insulators, I ran this wire all the way around the top side of my fence. And then for added protection, because I was losing the birds to hawks, is I bought this netting here, which is really fairly cheap. Now, I gotta be careful because this fence is on, but yeah, I'm probably gonna short my fence out there. So you can kind of see I ran this line all the way on my T-post, all the way on the T-post, around the whole coop, and then I covered it with chicken net, or this bird netting. I also use Premier One's chicken net to surround my open area that I've got back here, which I'm just trying to get cleared out right now. And I'll let these chickens out during the day, and they'll sit here and they'll free range up on all this stuff, and they got the whole hillside. But I don't charge this fence right now. The grass is too tall. It's too overgrown right now to be doing that. My charger can't take it, and the clouds have been up pretty heavy lately. So, but that will come later. I will usually use this for my meat birds, but my birds don't have a tendency to fly out of the area unless there's not food. So like you tell right here, this is kind of barren. They'll fly out of this for sure. And if you kind of tell, let's get a shot of one behind me. I use these old volleyball posts that someone left behind, and I put a piece of wood up top there, and that's what I'm using to hold that chicken net up. You guys can come up with anything. I just figured it was a way to use some stuff that was left on my property from the previous owner, and I didn't have to build nothing really. So, oh man, it's kind of overgrown here. Ticks are really bad this year. But Paramark Precision Solar Pack 12, pretty basic. It's a 30-mile fence, low impedance, but yeah, that's what's charging the whole line here. And all I did was run that ground right to the T-post. So I don't change this around or do nothing with it at all. So yeah, don't overthink it. But one thing you need to know is raccoons, hawks, weasels, whatever you might have, predators around, they will find a way into your birds some way or another. The minute I thought I had them outsmarted, they proved me wrong. I'll take you down this coop right here and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's one thing you can't do is underestimate raccoons. And don't think hawks are gonna do something, you know, they're just a bird that flies down And as long as you got cover and stuff like that, then they're not going to get your birds. Because what happened was, I had a hawk, a red tail, and what he was doing, and he got a couple of my birds. What he was doing, he was flying down, and he was just sitting right in this tree, and like just right on that branch there. And when those chickens got comfortable to come back outside and they didn't see him, he'd swoop right over the fence and grab one, just like that. So this is my chicken shaw right here. It's just cattle panels. I think I got like 2 or 3 cattle panels stretched over and strapped down to a 2x4 frame. Pretty basic. You guys have seen these all over the internet and stuff, so I'm not going to get into that too much. But what happened was I didn't have this wire cage up top. Now I have got the hardware cloth there, and what happened was this raccoon, he came up and went right over that. I'll take a look. So this raccoon, this wasn't here. This wasn't here. So that raccoon climbed up this here and then pushed this out and plopped his way down into my coop, and he got all my birds. And then another problem I was having, I had this chicken wire just right here, and he was sticking his little paws in there when they were sleeping, and he's grabbing their wings and pulling them through this chicken wire. So all I had to do is get some real good wire down below so that couldn't happen. Yeah, guys, so don't underestimate raccoons. They are clever tricksters, and they will get your birds whatever it takes. So if you think that you're like, there's no way a raccoon will figure that out, I should be good. That's what I thought, and it wound up biting me in the butt. So long story short, don't take the easy way out. If you think a raccoon will figure it out, or even better yet, if it even pops in your head, just do it. Just go the extra mile, put the cloth on, cover it up, do whatever you got to do. Just go the extra mile. So some people might be asking about that Cooper hawk that I had not too long ago, and she's still around. Don't get me wrong, that Cooper hawk, she's still around, and we'll go see if we can get a peek at her. But so what you want to do, if you're gonna have your chickens free range like I do, it's best to do it in a wooden area. And you can see I gave them a perfect place to hide if there's a predator, an aerial predator, that comes in and tries to swoop at them. I leave the coop open right there so they can run to the coop. Usually whaling gives out a cock-a-doodle-doo, that little warning sign, and they'll head there. Or what they'll do is they'll go run underneath there. Yeah, so that's my little trick of keeping birds out all day long and not having to worry about them during the day. Now, there is a risk of you losing birds this way too. Like I said, a raccoon can come up during the day, fox can get underneath the net. I don't electrify these nets yet. They're not trained on that. I just use these for my meat birds, but I figured I'd get them out and get my laying hen flock out here working on this grass a little bit. So yeah, pretty simple, guys. I've lost a lot of birds, but since I started doing it this way, we haven't, knock on wood, haven't lost any birds yet. And we're gonna put some new birds in the coop today. I'm gonna take those birds out of my garage I've been raising up in there, and we're gonna introduce them to the flock today. So let's see how that goes. I planted last night some sugar baby watermelons right here, and we're gonna see if we can get watermelons to grow down this bank. And it's just a little experiment I had because I had some extra plants. And I have my others grown over here in the yard, and I just put them in the ground last night. Got about 39 degrees last night, guys. I am tired of it being cold, really. Seriously. Oh, I gotta show you this. This is really weird. I have a cardinal that all it does is it flies back and forth and hits the window on my barn. See if I can catch it on video. I gotta try to be quiet because every time I come up with this cardinal, it flies away. So I'm gonna hide behind Bigfoot right here. Ain't that the weirdest thing? Let's go see if we can take a peek at this Cooper hawk. Now, this thing hasn't given me any problems, guys. I haven't even seen it. My neighbor sees it all the time at his place. Hey, if you guys hear a bunch of construction and stuff in the background, that's my neighbor. He's I don't know what the heck he's doing, because I don't sit there and spy on my neighbors, but man, whatever it is, he's been doing a lot of backup, dumping, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying though, but like I was saying, apologize for that sound. But my neighbor's caught a lot of pictures of this Cooper hawk, and I'll see if he can share them with me. I'll post them to this video. If not, let's go see if we can take a look at this thing. I gotta find the nest. Yep, found it. I'm not sure if he's in there or not though. I don't know. But yeah, this hawk hasn't given me any problems at all. So we're kind of just we're gonna let them do their thing and go from there. It's not bothering me. I'm not gonna bother it, you know what I mean? Let's go see if I can get a peek at this. I can't get a good look at this Cooper's hawk's nest for you guys. It's just too many leaves, and I just can't get a good eye on it for you. Not with the camera that I'm using, guys, so I apologize. I wish I really could, but like I was saying, this hawk hasn't given me any problems at all, and I'm just gonna leave it alone until it does give me some problems. There's not really much I can do about it anyways, because it's a protected bird. But yeah, either way, we're gonna introduce our new birds to our flock, which should be real interesting. Now, we've done this in the past a couple times, and with some success, but in small numbers. And what I'm saying is we had fully mature birds, and we introduced birds that were probably like, I don't know, between 6 and 8 weeks old, fully feathered. We'll just say fully feathered birds, and a little bit of bickering going on between, but nothing too bad that we couldn't handle. There was no abuse going on and stuff, so worked out really well. And we just had no problems with it. So we're just gonna see what happens. We're only gonna take a couple of them with us up there, just to see how they do. They ain't going anywhere. We only put a little bit of them in there, only did 8 because we wanted to see how things go. But they're fully feathered. They should be getting along just fine. We'll go back and check on them after dinner, and we'll see if we'll add more. But we're gonna leave the Polish inside because it's a little bit of a special chicken and it's smaller than the others. So yeah, we'll check on it later on tonight. Well, the baby chicks seem like they're doing just fine. Not getting bullied too much. That's my favorite guy right there. We'll check on them tomorrow and see how things go. Well guys, that brings the end of this episode. The baby chicks are doing okay. We'll check on them again tomorrow, see how things go. And then go from there, and then we'll add the other ones on if things are still going good. So if you got any questions, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, comment section, whatever. So if you like this episode of Sunny Slopes Homestead, be sure you hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode.